Oh, it's a big school of them, biggest school of them. I'm looking at the biggest muddy. That's tea for us. You know, like the travelling part of it's good, but it's what you get up to. That's where it's at. Do I get them both? No, one's chasing the other one. Oh, right in the shallows. They were like in ankle deep water. This year's going to be something else. Right, well, had some good news yesterday. I got the phone call to let me know that the springs are in. So still got another couple of 100k to go. We're gonna pack up, and not much pack up, and jet off this morning, and we're all booked in for Monday. So that is pretty good news. Yeah, well, can't say I've ever stopped at a rest stop for a month, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. I'm just glad I was in the position to be able to do it. So yeah, kind of still pinching myself. It just feels surreal because I didn't think I'd ever get out of here the first time when I pulled up. I didn't know what to think when I first pulled up here when it all happened, but like I said, it actually was really good. Really good. So yeah, I'll miss it. See, in wet season, there's no one. I think there's been probably 3 camps pull up in the whole time I was here. So it's you still, yeah, you feel like you're kind of camping. Good to go down in the river, have a bit of bogey. I said fresh water for me. Then it rained, so it really worked out. But the old food's getting a bit low now, so I was stopping, going into Kununurra to get it all done. So yeah, I didn't really get far when it actually happened, eh? I only got about 1000k, but that's alright. I think we got another 2.5 or so to go before we're back over to the East Coast. So get this done Monday, then hopefully set sail Monday and get a bit of a drive in, and then the next day we'll get a solid drive in and stop at the Isa and see a mate, old Jack from Von Diesel, and then yeah, I'll keep trucking across. Well then, one last look over and we're out of here. I only just wanted to come up the road a bit to check this, make sure it's staying put. Didn't want to show anyone because there's always people that know better and done better, which is good to learn from, but most times when people are telling you these days, it's more of a like, you're stupid and they're not sort of teaching. So it's holding up all right. Can't really see much in there, but and cheers to old mate too for coming along and having a bit of metal. Yeah, that's what I shoved in there. Just let the rear tyre down a bit, jacked it up so it'd take some weight off this front axle, but so far that's good. I've only come, I don't know, probably 10k up the road. I didn't want to leave it too long, I didn't want it to fall out. I've wired it up so if it does fall, it's not gonna come out like a projectile or anything, and it's pretty wedged in there good. Got a bit of weight on it, and I think it's probably about 3mm wool. It's a pretty solid bit. But yeah, but it's just the individual spring. I just wanted to take the load off that front spring because being dual axle, the springs aren't as heavy as it would be if it was just the single axle. And well, I've never I've never had a core before until this one, and it's been awesome. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I probably should have kept an eye on them bump stops, which I did, but yeah, it turns out they just fell apart. They look good, but yeah, they weren't. But not to worry, onto it now. Would I go back to leaf? Not really. I like this setup, and that was easy fixed. I just didn't want to go anywhere, because why bother, like I was saying. No use going in town and sitting in there for a month, eh? Oh, then keep trucking. And I am excited, guys. I said it's just it's been a long month. So we had a good run. It's actually a couple of days later now, but we did have a good run from out at the rest stop into Kununurra. It was a pretty slow go. I stopped, you know, especially for the first 50 or so k's. I kept stopping, checking to make sure it wasn't going to compress or anything, but it was all good and it worked. So my engineering skills just went up a notch. But no, that was all done, and then we made it to Kununurra and ended up shouting us a couple of nights just at the showgrounds. Actually, nice people running the show as well, so you end up staying there for a couple of nights to kill a bit of time. And a shout out to my old mate at Coventry Engineering as well. He because the parts rocked up on a Friday, said if you wanted to come in we could get it done today, but I didn't think I'd get in there early on the Friday. And he goes, oh, I can do it on the Saturday for you, but I know it was like you work your life away enough as it is, letting no one having to work any extra. So nah, it's all good. I waited, you know, waited long enough, so I could wait a couple more days and wait till the Monday. So he ended up fitting me in Monday. So currently it's just been dropped off. So he's getting worked on, getting the springs done. So he sorted it all out for me, got the springs and bump stops and everything sent to there. So cheers for that, guys. But yeah, prior we ended up staying at a park for a couple of nights. End up taking off down to the Ivanhoe. Had a look, went down Ivanhoe crossing. Bit of water in there now. She's got the rocks across the crossing again, so you obviously can't cross it. You wouldn't want to cross it. A couple of fellas down there fishing when I was there. And then yeah, so had a look down there. Then following day, caught up with mate Joshy. So the fella that I end up going out fishing with when I was in Kununurra last time, he popped over and we had a good old yarn and that, so it was good to catch up with him. Don't forget, guys, if he hasn't been doing much lately because he's been a bit busy, but yeah, if you're want a good fishing channel to watch, I'll leave the picture of his channel there, so you can jump on and have a look. So I reckon a couple of months time it'll be all sorted and they'll be back out there, him and his brothers. But yeah, so caught up with Joshy and then yeah, kind of went real quick. And now we're Monday morning, trailer's dropped off and waiting for the phone call, and hopefully it's a good phone call. But yeah, it'll be all sorted and then I'll cruise back over there and pick it up and we'll start jetting. Well, I don't know how far we'll get depending on when pick up the trailer and that, I guess. So but yeah, see how far we end up getting today, and well yeah, I'll just go off the flow. We'll drive until we can drive, and can't drive no more, then we'll pull up wherever we pull up. But finally it's a good feel. Well, it'll be a good feel when the trailer's in tow again, but it is a good feeling now because I just conquered a whole month at a rest stop. Supplies were getting a bit low. Yes, Mum, I know I said they weren't, but they were. But we're all stocked up again. But yeah, so yeah, and touch wood, I'm so glad it rained for us them couple of times to be able to stock up with water. When the river was low, we could get water out of that river, so it worked out really good. And then actually last night was yesterday arvo, when I was pulled up at the park, we got a good downpour there, so that was probably the biggest downpour I've had since the whole time I've been been pulled up here. So yeah, it hasn't been that wet, but we've just had this cyclone cross, and I've got to pretty much go through where it's tracking at the moment to get back to North Queensland. So we'll see how we go there. I've got a mate, he's sending me updates every now and then, which is pretty cool. So it gives me an idea of what's happening out there. But yeah, like I said, we'll just keep going until we got to stop. I don't mind stopping when roads are closed. At least I know now when they're open I can keep going again. It's not like you stop because you're yeah, something's wrong, you're not broken down or anything. So it's a good feeling knowing I'll be back on the road and keep tracking across. But there's a few stops we got to do. I got to pick up a couple of singlets at Daily Waters for my mum's partner, and then he loves these sausages, so I've got to stop at Richmond and go to the local butcher. He likes it. It's twice I've done it now, and pick him up a couple of kilos when I'm going through. So I've got to stop in there and get some snags and stop and see my mate at the Isa, Mount Isa, so Jack. Yeah, and then yeah, keep trucking from there. So there we go today. We're sitting at Swim Beach now, a place called Swim Beach in Kununurra. Nice little spot, just chilling out. Good little spot to pull up and wait, get a bit of stuff done. Morning guys. So we ended up getting the trailer done. Went and picked it up yesterday. And then yeah, it was a bit late in the day, so we was gonna stay in town another night, but no, once I started driving I thought, oh, I'll get going. I've got about probably 3-4 k's out of town, and I thought I heard someone call me up over the UHF. I wasn't sure, but then I heard them say, oh, your trailer lights aren't working. And oh. So I ended up pulling up and they weren't. I had no tail lights. Couldn't figure it out last night. I have a feeling it's not the trailer wires, it's going to be the ute wires, because of old wires and they were cracking the last time I seen them. So well, just thought I'd pull up and side of the road for the night. And they're alright through the day. I've got blinkers and everything, brake lights, so I'll yeah, up nice and early and we'll give it a good run today. Cheers again to Mark and the crew at Coventry there in Kununurra. I went out, got the whole hog done. I was only going to replace the springs and the bump stops, but eventually I was going to do the shocks, so I just did the whole lot and replaced with all the heavy duty shocks. So it's going to be baked beans for the next few months, but that's what you get when you got good gear. So it was well worth it. I got that Cruise Master suspension, if anyone's wondering, that XT. So got all it done, new shocks. When you think, you know, there's 2 shocks to each arm, a spring and the bump stop. So got everything done, and I'll give you a look when it gets a bit more daylight. And then yeah, so it's all done and we're ready to head back now. It's just Mother Nature that's gonna sort the rest of the trip out for us. See how this rain goes. I noticed there's a bit of water over the road each side of Tennant Creek. We only got to worry about the north side, but yeah, see how we go when we get there. But we got a few stops on the way, or a stop on the way. Anyway, just waiting to see if the old girl's message, or just gonna send her off a message, which flick her off a message and let her know I'm back on the road. So Zolio, good device. It's two-way communicator. So it's satellite as well. So no matter wherever you are in the world, it'll send it. Oh, that's what that is. I'm turning this on, the induction cooker. I'm thinking, why is that? That's a different beat. But yeah, Anyway, let this girl have a bit of a pee and a shake, and then we'll be on our way. Going to get a good drive in today. I think we need to catch up for time. Better get some meat out for tea tonight before I forget. Nice bit of steak.
Easy come and easy go. You're an unfading star, a gentle love, the kind that lifts you up, no matter how far apart. I guess you could call it chance, but we know it's more than that. It's like we've always known, been set in stone, unbreakable. It's like I've always dreamed, true harmony, unmistakable, unmistakable.
Good morning. Well, we had a good night's sleep last night, so it turns out we went a little bit further than what we thought. It was good, I kept going. Made today a little bit easier, it will. But we'll see if we can make it to Isa. Not sure how we'll go, but we pulled up last night, probably about 50k back. No, more than now. I've only got probably about 100k back. Got up nice and early and took off. Just stopping, stretching the legs. Stopped at a place called Attack Creek. It's just a rest stop, a neat little rest stop. Got everything. Not a lot of rest stops have water tanks, which is understandable. They got to be filled up, and people like to waste, I guess. But yeah, it's handy. Nice little barbecue area. I don't think I've ever stopped here. I could have in the past, I don't know. I've done this trip that many times. Bit of water flowing in the creek. Probably won't be able to see it, but a little bit of water on the road today. Not a lot. They reckon, I actually passed a fella yesterday. He's in a semi doing a trip to Darwin. Yeah, ironic, passed each other, and I haven't seen this fella since Innisfail days, back in probably 2009. We used to chill out the Crown Hotel and have a drink. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen him since back then too, pretty much. So possibly we'll be able to catch up when I'm in the Isa. But he was saying that there's a bit of water to come up, I think, when we turn across the Barclay. So we'll see how we go. But anyway, gonna get a move on. Legs are stretched, we got a big drive. At least the underbody's getting a good wash. Should have got out first and poured a bit of car wash along the road, then drove across. Rest stop? What rest stop? we finally made it to the Isa, chilling out at mate's place. I'm gonna give him a plug, give him a shout out. Jack's just started up his own mechanical business. So if you're in the Isa or travelling through, because it doesn't matter what you got, whether you got a caravan or you're on the road or you're a local or whatever, if you're looking for a good mechanic, may as well drop it in here. He's got plenty of space, so if you do have a big rig, you got plenty of turning around space, plenty of parking space out here. And also, his hoist can fit them, what do they call them? Big yank tanks. So it's longer than your average hoist. Even though he's a bit shy on the camera, he's not shy when it comes to fixing your things. Oh then, too easy. Good on Jack. Good on you, man, and thanks to his parents for cooking a good feed, and a little shout out to Shelby and Nash. Yeah, I'll see you next time on the way through. Then. Oh, following day, wasn't that much driving. You can tell you're back in the Burdekin when you start seeing sugarcane everywhere. Made it back to Mum and Wayne's, so we're gonna chill out here for a bit, and the rain has been coming down. But for now, well, gonna get some stuff done to everything, and we'll already, I think I've got a bit of an idea of a trip that I'm gonna do. Let's just say it's been a spot that I haven't been to in probably about 12 years or more. Anyway, cheers guys, we made it home.